Bitcoin ETF is hogging the headlines, but guess what? It's the same old song and dance. Good for crypto, they say. Boring, right? Now, here's the scoop. Shiba Inu, the underdog, just pulled off a move that might outshine even Bitcoin post-ETF approval. Forget the noise. We're diving into the real game changer. Curious? Let's spill the Shiba secrets right now. Disclaimer. In recent times, a surge of rumors has swept through the financial landscape, akin to a wildfire rapidly spreading across various media channels and online platforms. These speculations fervently suggest that the imminent approval and launch of the first-ever cryptocurrency exchange-traded fund are just around the corner, with the anticipated time frame being less than a week. The cryptocurrency community, investors, and financial enthusiasts are caught in the whirlwind of these whispers, eagerly awaiting official confirmation from regulatory bodies. The prospect of a crypto ETF has long been a subject of discussion, as it is perceived as a potential milestone that could significantly impact the mainstream adoption and legitimacy of digital assets within traditional financial markets. As these rumors continue to gain momentum, discussions on the potential implications of a crypto ETF approval intensify. But where does this news come from? Well, let me explain. January 10th is significant because it represents the potential deadline for the first approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF. The two main contenders in this race are ARK Investment Management and 21 Shares. Here's why January 10 is getting so much attention. The deadline marks the end of the statutory review period for these two prominent applications. The Securities and Exchange Commission has been evaluating these proposals, and by January 10th, they are expected to make a decision. This decision could go in favor of approving the Bitcoin ETF, rejecting it, or the SEC might choose to extend the review period. In simpler terms, January 10 is seen as a crucial date when we might finally get clarity on whether a Bitcoin ETF will be given the green light or not. This anticipation has sparked discussions and speculations among people interested in the world of cryptocurrency. But this is not what makes people so excited. A recent tweet from a crypto news outlet on Twitter suggests that the SEC's approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs by January 10th is framed as a political necessity. The term political necessity implies that there are strategic or political motivations influencing this decision, beyond purely regulatory or market considerations. In this context, the SEC may be under pressure from policymakers or stakeholders who see the approval of Bitcoin ETFs as crucial for broader political and economic reasons. This could include a desire to position the United States as a leader in cryptocurrency regulation, address the demands of a growing investor base, or foster innovation in the financial markets. The term also hints at a sense of urgency, suggesting that there might be external factors or events driving the perceived need for political action. It could be related to global competitiveness, economic policy goals, or a response to the evolving landscape of digital assets. In essence, the characterization of the approval as a political necessity implies that there are broader political and strategic considerations at play, elevating the significance of this decision beyond the immediate regulatory implications for Bitcoin ETFs. Looks like it's less than a week left until the potential approval of the first-ever crypto ETF. So, we might need to get ready for things to go crazy in the crypto world. If the first-ever crypto ETF gets approved, it would mark a significant milestone in the mainstream acceptance of cryptocurrencies. The approval would likely lead to increased institutional participation in the crypto market, as ETFs provide a more accessible way for traditional investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin without directly holding the underlying asset. Companies like BlackRock, which applied for Bitcoin ETF approval, generate a substantial portion of their profit from fees. In the context of ETFs, these companies typically earn management fees, which are a percentage of the total assets under management. As the assets under management of the Bitcoin ETF grows, so does the revenue generated from these fees. Given the potential success of a Bitcoin ETF, it makes strategic sense for companies like BlackRock to explore opportunities in other cryptocurrency ETFs. For example, Shiba Inu. Expanding their offerings to include altcoin ETFs allows them to tap into a broader range of cryptocurrencies, providing investors with diversified options and potentially increasing the overall assets under management. This, in turn, can lead to additional fee revenue and contribute to the company's overall profitability. Simply put, the approval of a Bitcoin ETF would likely drive increased interest and investment in the crypto market. benefiting companies like BlackRock that profit from managing these funds. Subsequently, the success of a Bitcoin ETF could encourage these companies to seek approval for other cryptocurrency ETFs, such as Shiba Inu, aiming to capitalize on the growing market and enhance their fee-based revenue streams. Once the first crypto ETF, particularly the Bitcoin ETF, receives approval from the SEC, it could potentially set a precedent and establish a regulatory framework that other companies can follow. The initial approval process involves thorough scrutiny and assessment by the SEC to ensure compliance with regulatory standards and investor protection measures. Once the regulatory requirements for a crypto ETF are clarified through the approval of the first one, subsequent applications from companies like BlackRock and others may benefit from a more streamlined and expedited process. Simply put, the approvals of following altcoin ETFs would be much, much faster. These companies will have a clearer understanding of the SEC's expectations and criteria for approval, having observed the successful navigation of these hurdles by the Pioneer ETF. The precedent set by the first approved crypto ETF could serve as a template, allowing other companies to tailor their applications accordingly, addressing potential concerns and ensuring alignment with regulatory guidelines. This familiarity with the regulatory landscape is likely to contribute to a faster approval process for subsequent crypto ETFs, as companies can proactively incorporate the necessary measures and safeguards identified through the earlier approval. While the approval of the first Bitcoin ETF is eagerly anticipated within the crypto community, it's important to recognize that the initial surge in Bitcoin's price following the ETF approval may not be sustained indefinitely. The excitement and speculation surrounding such groundbreaking events often lead to a rapid increase in market demand and, consequently, a surge in prices. However, as time passes, the initial enthusiasm may fade. In the early days, post-approval, the market experiences heightened volatility and increased trading activity. This surge is often attributed to the hype generated by the ETF approval, with investors rushing to capitalize on the perceived opportunity. However, as the novelty wears off and the market adjusts to the new reality, the pace of growth may moderate. And this is exactly where things get interesting. As the initial excitement surrounding the Bitcoin ETF approval subsides, some investors may choose to diversify their portfolios by exploring alternative cryptocurrencies, commonly referred to as altcoins. This shift in investment strategy is often driven by the desire to capitalize on potentially higher returns in a shorter time frame. Investors may be motivated to sell their Bitcoin holdings and venture into altcoins, such as Shiba Inu, for several reasons. Firstly, altcoins are known for their potential for rapid and substantial price movements, offering the allure of quick profits. This speculative nature attracts traders looking to maximize their returns in a relatively short period. Additionally, the crypto market is dynamic, with various projects and tokens gaining popularity at different times. Investors might perceive certain altcoins as having untapped potential, believing that allocating funds to these assets could yield more significant returns compared to the more established and mature Bitcoin. So, now we understand that at this point, huge money, billions of US dollars, will enter the altcoin sphere. And here's something interesting. Shiba Inu's success in attracting new investors can be attributed in part to its distinctive and meme-worthy aesthetic, which makes it particularly appealing to newcomers in the crypto space. The meme dog look, featuring the Shiba Inu dog from the popular Doge meme, contributes to the coin's unique and approachable image. The meme-inspired nature of Shiba Inu taps into the broader cultural phenomenon of internet memes, creating a sense of relatability and lightheartedness. This stands in contrast to the more traditional and serious imagery associated with many other cryptocurrencies. The friendly and familiar appearance of the Shiba Inu dog can resonate with individuals who may be entering the crypto space for the first time, making the concept of cryptocurrency seem less intimidating. The meme-driven branding also fosters a sense of community and camaraderie among investors. The shared humor and cultural references associated with Shiba Inu can create a connection among community members, fostering a positive and engaging environment. This community aspect is crucial in attracting and retaining new investors, as it provides a social element that goes beyond the financial aspects of investing. Moreover, the visual appeal of Shiba Inu, with its cute and playful mascot, can evoke emotions that go beyond traditional financial analysis. The emotional connection established through the meme dog look may drive interest and engagement among individuals who are drawn to the coin's aesthetics, rather than its underlying technology or utility. And that's not even mentioning the grand products are currently being developed by Shiba Inu developers. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.